just get started. Just get started. The longest time in the world is the hesitation between thought and action. Well, at least it has the potential to be the longest time. It can actually be forever. Forever.
I used to have a very linear mindset. Once I finished one thing, I would then start the next. So for example, if I had my GCSE exams, I wouldn't really do anything during my weeks except study and of course probably play some games. I always had time for that somehow. But I'd avoid, going out or going to the gym or doing anything else. And I remember my excuses was always that I was busy studying, even if I ended up just playing Minecraft or RuneScape or whatever else. And this mindset actually kind of worked. It gave results. It meant that I was focusing on just a few things and I could do them really well rather than spreading myself thin across like multiple different activities, which would then just sort of distract me from one another. But one major drawback with this is that I had a lot of things that I really wanted to do, but I would just keep putting them off because I was focused on something else. So often it was just schools or exams were like the very common excuse that I had. The main example that I have is probably starting the gym. I always used to tell myself that I'll start gym after I finish my exams, and then I'd sort of shift the goalposts. And then I'll be like, I'll start gym when I get into university, or I'll start gym when I secure my internship. And it just kept going, I was like, okay, I'll start gym when I graduate, or I'll start gym when I, start my job, or at the end of the year, or when I move out. And it just kept going, you keep shifting those goalposts because I'm thinking very, very linearly. I want to do the one thing that I'm doing right now, and then I want to start the next thing. But there's some things that you do that just, they'll never end, or there'll always be new things coming up. And if you don't make the time for the things that you do want to do, like you'll just never get to them. I use gym as an example because I remember that this is the actual thing that I was pushing off for a very long time, and I always found other things I was prioritizing over it. I remember like one night I was just scrolling reels in the late hours of the night, and I saw like a Sam Sulek edit, and it got me really motivated to like start training in the gym. And I remember thinking, oh man, I can't wait to start gym, but when I finish this busy period of work, I'll finally start going to the gym because I'm just too busy right now. And then I remember the next reel that I scrolled to was an ad for a 24-hour gym. And I was like, okay, there's really no excuse for me now. I'm literally awake at 3 a.m. I'm scrolling reels. The last few hours I could have just been in the gym. And I could be in the gym literally right now if I wanted to because the gym is open. And I was like, I definitely spend a couple hours a day just playing games after work. So I could have easily found time to go to the gym. I was like, okay, I don't need to put this off anymore. So I just signed up to the gym right there and then. And then the next day I asked a friend about what I should do in the gym and I just started going. And easily, that was one of the best decisions that I've ever made. And that's not just because I finally started going to the gym, but behind the scenes, this actually changed my mindset as well. A big thing that contributed to this mindset for me was definitely this perfectionist mindset. I would always think, I don't want to start going to the gym because I won't be able to really optimize my time. I don't know if I'll be able to go every single day. I don't have the perfect workout plan. Once I figure out all of these details and I have the time to fully dedicate to it, then I'll start doing it. And I think that mindset actually will stunt you a lot. It's better to just get started and try to perfect it over time rather than just trying to expect yourself to be able to just be perfect from the get-go. The perfect conditions for you to start will just never come. You have to make those conditions, and sometimes they just really won't come, and so you just have to make do with the conditions that you're currently in. Of course, the gym is just one example, but behind the scenes, this actually changed my mindset, and I realized that thinking linearly and just pushing things off until I complete something else is a never-ending cycle, and that if I kept doing it, I probably still wouldn't have started going to the gym. The key thing there was just that I realized, if you won't find time for the things that matter to you, but you have to make that time yourself. And it's very easy to say, but actually doing it is very different. For example, don't say that you're just going to start working on a project after you complete, X or Y, whatever that might be for you. You have to just start now. Like, you have to make time for that project if it's important. Everything else that you do that isn't the things that you believe are important are things that you're saying are more important right now. So if you've been putting something off and want some accountability and help getting started, definitely join the local host Discord. Everyone there is grinding and pumping out projects and improving themselves. It's really great to see. I'd love to hear also if you have any major mindset shifts that have helped you in the past as well.
Grab your fucking balls, get a fucking notebook, and write down what the fuck you're gonna do this year. Fuck the drugs, fuck the cigarettes, fuck that dumb bitch. It all starts fucking today, alright? No more fucking excuses.